years. Okay. I was.
Hello. Look at me trying to be like Montanique. Hello, people.
What else did
You
she be
are
talking crazy?
listening to Chat Her Up. We got my girl over here, Callie.
Raise the roof off the sucker, roof off the sucker.
And here I am, Joy. Montanique might be able to log in, but she got a little busy today and we wanted to get this started.
Yeah, Montanique is
So
busy.
today we are talking about season 7 of Potomac, episode 15. And the name of it is Indecent Disclosure.
Yeah, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Let's rate it real quick. While we're rating it, I'll just say that, everything that we talk about here, we're just having conversations. We're not reporting.
So don't quote us. This ain't the news.
Giving our opinion. We're not breaking news. We're just talking. Yeah. We're just chit-chatting. So don't try to sue us. That's all.
So I would rate this show. I thought it was really, really, really good this week. I mean, every second of the doggone, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to wake up. It
really was. Yeah,
it was. I would give it a 9.5.
Yeah, this was a funny episode.
Yeah,
they gave us a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. So this was I give it a 9.5, 10. This was a really good episode.
You want to know why I didn't give it a 10?
Why?
Because no one wants to hold Karen accountable. They just laughed at her and moved on.
Well, I think every girl that was
under the train and kick her to another network. I mean, yeah, Karen gets 2 seconds, a little laugh, and no, I didn't like that.
Yeah, I actually like this kind of drama. I don't like the serious stuff. I like it, and to me, that fits her character. Like her being like delusional, like that's her thing. Like that's her character. That's the character I believe she plays on Sunday. Because Karen says things with confidence. Y'all think Latoya say, I talk with confidence.
So are you saying that's her character? So even though Giselle does the same thing, it doesn't matter? Giselle does the same thing?
Yeah,
and we hate her?
I agree. We're going to get to that. That. Let's start from the beginning before I forget. I don't know if y'all peeped this at the beginning of the episode, but when they first started, y'all remember the scene. Well, it kind of started with Giselle and Mia sitting at the bar talking. Mm-hmm. And Giselle's stomach, she was talking about her stomach and she got the bubble guts. She's the mic is attached to her. You know they were allowing the sounds of her flatulence. in the episode.
And they just played the entire bubble gut sound. When I heard that, I thought,
oh yes,
y'all are wrong for that for a good 20 seconds.
Yes, and it was because the mics are on their backs or in their chest, so it's so close. If a person outside of you can hear your stomach boiling, they wanted the whole world to know that she wasn't lying on this.
Yeah, and when she was talking about, I kept saying, "God, I know we don't want to have another boo-boo situation like she had with Katie. When Katie said you boo-booed on you, I was like, let's just hurry up and get off this topic."
Yeah. She was probably drinking too much, but yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was sad. I do remember that.
Yeah, but I thought it was good though. Is that the reason she didn't go out with the crew? Was her bubble gut the reason she didn't go out?
It's a legitimate reason.
This is true.
It's a legitimate reason, and this is something else that I do like about Giselle. She obviously, like for real, got something going on, and she didn't decide to sit it out. She gonna pull it through. If you said I need to eat bread to help, give me that bread because we got some scenes to shoot.
And Mia was like, "Did you really just pull bread out your purse? I mean, you just pull bread out your purse?" Yeah. Yes, I do. My tummy is upset. So she was definitely feeling it.
Yeah. But yeah, she is always eating everything. That is kind of funny. That's some good karma. That's funny karma because Giselle don't play about her food.
She showed up.
She don't play about her food.
She's always getting something going on.
I like that. That's
food and bathroom and food.
Quirk about that. Those are the kind of personality quirks that are endearing to me. You remember the show and Living Single when Max used to eat all the time. I like those kind of quirks in women. They're funny. especially one that ain't obese.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
yes.
But yeah, the next scene that was pretty big was after Mia and Giselle was Karen and Ashley. So they're sitting on the cabanas. Oh God, I love those too. They're so close to the water. It was so
it was really nice. It's like their rooms were right there at the doggone beach practically.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was good.
I love those cabanas. I love that girl.
You know what she reminded me of this week? I mean, because Ashley ran and told that little gossip so quick. I just was cracking up laughing. It made me think of Susie from Basketball Wives. Did you watch Basketball Wives when Susie was on there?
Yes.
Susie could not hold a story to save her. I got to thinking, who tells faster, Ashley or Susie?
Susie was not a... Susie didn't like conflict like that, though.
Yeah, she didn't like conflict. That's
she
true.
was the girl
Ashley
that would she would actually get in her car and drive away.
She will. Yeah.
You know, Ashley will get in your face.
And then Ashley will sit there and say, yeah, but I was told I shouldn't tell you, but I don't know. You guys just going to keep asking me. Okay, let me tell you. I'm like, girl.
No, the killer is Ashley couldn't walk 20 feet. She couldn't wait to drop that tea. She was walking so fast in them really itty bitty shorts, them little Daisy Dukes she had on.
And she was showing, I kind of thought the camera would bleep her butt out because you could see her ass cheek on both.
I mean, they show them with swimming suits though.
Well, I never, they usually don't put the camera that close to your butt when you have on a bikini swimsuit. But you definitely saw it in the shorts. We can't complain about what she looked like, though, because Karen took the cake. All the attention was on her. And that little... Is that lace front burn?
Girl, I don't know what she did, but everybody been taking pictures of it and stuff. And what we're talking about, if you didn't see it, was her hair. It looked layered at the part. I don't notice these kind of things on women. I think that a lot of people are y'all look at things. I just don't look at the criticisms. Like,
well, but
for me, didn't notice the hair. Now, once you just showed me, I can't unsee it.
It was not about criticizing. It was about, for me at least, it was about, wow, look at her hairline. And it was like a suntan, which clearly said to me, so she must glue her lace fronts on too much or too tight or so. I've never done it, so I don't know. But by the time she takes it out, it left a big old light strip on her skin. So it wasn't about criticizing. It was about, I didn't understand that wig process.
I thought they were talking about a lot of people, the way that it looked, it almost looked like she had two wigs on or something. Because that's what I thought they were talking about. The way that it was looking, it looked like if she had on one wig for the top, and that was really like a partial wig or something. It was weird how it was on her head.
But
I don't think she glues down her wigs.
She does.
I don't think Giselle does either.
Yeah, I don't think Giselle does, but Karen does. Her hairline showed us that yes, she does use glue. That's what all that. It's like she took a bleach cotton ball and took it around there. That's glue from her lace fronts, and it has messed up her.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. See, I didn't even see that in the pictures because
you didn't. Ain't no way you could have missed that.
They were talking about her wig, and I was like, they in Mexico. It's probably humid as heck. That's the place you get your hair braided. The Ashley braids may not have been great, but you understood them.
Yeah, no. Ashley's braids were good, but yeah, Karen stuck out only because I was trying to look at the picture. So you thought she had on two wigs?
I thought she had on, and I only noticed it because people kept taking pictures.
Latoya, sorry.
What did you see, Latoya?
I just asked, was her wig worse than Cherie's on?
To me, that's a silly place to wear a wig. I couldn't imagine.
What's a silly place?
Mexico. If I'm on a beach resort, there's no way I would wear a wig. So in my head, it's too humid and it'll be too hot. It's just too much would be going on. You want to swim? Like who goes?
So here's the thing. If you think back to season 1, Karen her wig, she used to set it all the way back here. You wasn't sure, is it slipping off,
Yep, with
etc.
no edges.
Yeah, with no edges, with no. So I personally, I don't think she has. I think she has lost a lot of hair over the years, and she's not trying to go without something covering her head, because no telling what it looks like under that. So I get the whole Mexico thing is very hot. We were just there in November. Yeah, if she kept that wig on as she did, it's because there's something else going on under there, where keeping it on her head was best for her.
You know what else I noticed with this franchise? I was peeping at that. They don't travel with glam. You know, I didn't even even Atlanta travels with glam. They don't travel with glam.
I guess I never noticed. No, I never noticed that. But why not though? I mean, it's almost like Potomac is not exactly a poor part of the country. I mean, you know. So they, to me, I kind of thought it would be a little bit more upscale than it actually is. But to see that now that you're pointing out, they don't even use a glam squad when they travel. So they're kind of normal
seen
folks.
One glam squad, and I don't think any of those vacations.
They're normal folks. That's good.
Oh, that's one thing that I like about Potomac, because
yes,
they're more like, even though they're rich and everything else, but they're more like the average people like you and I.
They were more average.
So
they were
I really like that about them.
Yeah. I mean, because
they're more common. They're more common.
Does Huntsville go? Well, maybe Melody travels with glam, but I never noticed really about Huntsville. Not that they take a lot of trips there.
Yeah, they haven't. I've never known them. The only trip I think they took was at Vegas.
Was that it? Okay. Budget.
Yeah. But it was a good time. It was during COVID. So that was actually that was a good vacation.
Yeah, this is true.
Because nobody was going out of the country. Remember, even Beverly Hills, all they got was table conversations.
Yeah, they went out to dinner a lot. I mean, that was a struggle, wasn't it? It's like everybody's going out to dinner. We already know the topic, COVID. Yeah. So
anyway, what was the next thing?
I was looking for Karen's hair. I don't see it in here.
Let's talk about what Karen actually told Ashley. That is she like, do y'all really think that Karen really believes that Juan wants her? Not, and I'm only saying this not because she's a nice looking woman. I'm not saying that she isn't. And it's not that Juan is probably in his early 40s, because he's actually a year or two younger than RHOP. I think he's a year younger than her. And I'm not saying that a 40-year-old would not be attracted to a 60-year-old woman. I'm not saying that. But I do find it suspicious.
Juan don't want no Karen. Go ahead.
I just don't think so.
Thank you, Latoria. I mean, what is her? But everybody laughed it off, and it's over with now.
I think because it was so ridiculous. I really do think that was why it was so ridiculous. But I did find it interesting that the people who said they heard that Juan is with some girl in Georgetown, I wanted to say, did Karen tell you? Because Candace said she heard it, and Wendy said she heard it. And my next thing was, did Candace tell you that? I mean, did Karen tell y'all that?
I didn't like that. I mean, so
actually bloggers that been saying this. It's actually bloggers that has been.
Yeah, I've heard some say it.
I'm not talking about the Georgetown, because he liked an Instagram post. Excuse me, she had several pictures up, and he liked some of her pictures.
Okay,
I can't remember how many. It was like,
it's probably those where she had on some brand new wigs.
These pictures.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just thought it was ridiculous, but it did. I will say it did irritate me how quickly we got over that topic. So it's not ridiculous. Well,
I think that she was serious about the uncomfortableness, and I think she should be validated, just like everybody validated Giselle with Chris being uncomfortable, because she told Giselle that story, and Giselle just didn't know at the time that she was talking about Juan.
When she said that,
she didn't tell anybody else though. What made her bring it up now? Was she holding that to be some kind of a crutch?
Wait a minute. What's interesting is when Karen was talking about that he squeezed her with her breastbone, I must be the only conspiracy theorist, because the first thing that came to my mind is all this is all scripted. Because what is the probability of her having this random story with Giselle that she knew nothing about, to mention this, and it would circle back at the end of this season? I can't be the only conspiracy theorist out there that said all this is scripted. Like, they got together at the beginning of the season and said, we gonna do this, you gonna do that. I don't want to, because nobody really wanted to have a big blow up.
I don't know if it was scripted or not, but I thought it was awfully shady for her to say something like that to Giselle. And now here it's time to tell the world. It's almost as if she was holding on to that for a moment to put somebody's name on it, whether it was Juan or not. Now, are we gonna?
My question is, how can somebody push your breast back into your vertebrae?
I just was
Girl,
like,
it was all funny. Like, I laughed. Well, I will say this. You know, I'm a Giselle. That's a Giselle's. We should be calling Giselle's. Actually, that would be a good name for people to say for her. But anyway, the Giselle's even giggled when Karen said, when Giselle jumped in and Karen said, girl, ain't nobody even talking to you. You ain't nowhere near no altar.
No way.
Yeah, that was
I laughed so hard.
A lot of people thought that was pretty funny.
Shade. That's funny. That was funny. And I'm a Giselle's, as they say.
And
I got a question. Why that producer drew the picture of the mystery lady like that?
I thought I was gonna fall off.
And it was really Karen. And it was funny. Really
I thought that was Angela off of 90 Day Fiance or something.
That was all I wanted. All I wanted to happen in that moment is, please, somebody go give them a bonus.
Girl, I
couldn't believe that scene. It was so funny.
It was so funny. And what's crazy is either Karen is a really good actress, and that's possible. Like, for real, if it's really possible that she's a really good actress, or she is the most confident woman I've ever watched on reality TV. Because this girl, what you have to think that everybody,
but see that's a
take
serious
her not seriously at all.
Say that again, Latoya.
Say it again, Latoya.
I said that's the reason why we like Karen. That's the reason why we all like Karen, because of these things right here. She make it very funny. It makes it entertaining. Makes you want to watch it again.
I don't find
what
none
is
of
Karen
it funny.
Gonna say next?
And y'all let her get away with too much. I can't.
I wonder why, but you do make a good point, Callie. I do wonder why people get so angry at Giselle.
Yeah.
Because for doing some,
similar to what we're talking about.
Everybody was texting last week, or not texting. You know, everybody wants to say that Giselle wants to destroy marriages. But when you look at it, like, for real, what's happening this season, this is like insane. Like, y'all got to share that title with other people. That it's that much craziness going on. Like, that has to be shared with Karen. That has to be shared with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley doing a little bit too much about Karen. But do y'all think that Karen told Ashley that because she knew Ashley would go back and say something?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a little bit of that. There's truth to that, because she know Ashley can't keep nothing to herself. So yes, I do believe that she intentionally told Ashley. She was probably a little shocked at how quickly Ashley opened her mouth, though. Because she didn't waste.
Girl,
it was 6 minutes, and she was already spilling the tea. Yeah. And why is it? Okay.
In
So
real life, though, Karen knows that Robyn and Ashley are friends. Like, they're just not friends on the show. They actually kick it together when
yeah, I
they
don't know.
call
I don't
rap.
know how they got to that part, as mean as Ashley was to her initially about the cheating allegations and the $25
Because
in the
I
bank
can
and all
tell
that.
you why. I can tell
Tell
you why.
me.
It's because of how it ended. If you go back to exactly how it ended because if you remember, somebody asked her, and I want to say it was Giselle, is she projecting her mother and stepdad's issue onto her and Juan? Because of the, if you
What?
listen to the things that Ashley was saying, she was like, girl, don't waste your time on him. Da 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 da. She wasn't saying, although she was doing hurtful things by saying he's cheating on you. At the same time, she's saying, you're beautiful, you can get what it, those are the things that she was telling her.
Yeah,
And
I agree. I think
when
her
she
intentions
asked her
meant
that,
well.
it stopped instantly. You could almost, that's one of the things that I like about Ashley. She could be silly and messy, we could call her that, but for real, Ashley is probably the most emotionally mature person, definitely on this franchise, but I would say almost on reality TV. She has a good balance.
I don't
Like,
know about
I
that.
agree.
she can
I
take
don't know
stuff,
about that.
she can dish stuff, but
Well,
when
she
it's
doesn't break
real,
as quick. I mean, I guess that's
yeah.
true. She did break one time on vacation when her and Michael got into it over the phone. That was kind of really the only time. I think she hides it well. She hides it well.
I mean, it could be, but I do like even how she's approaching. Ashley approaches things strategically. And we've been laughing that for 7 seasons about that girl trying to get the bag. That girl trying to get the bag. We watching that girl in real life secure the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
So
So
I
what is it? What is it that would make okay? So the rumor, Karen put the rumor out there. Juan got another woman down here in Georgia. So they holding hands. She looks like Karen, etc. Then we get the story of them actually being married. So what would then make the alleged mistress come out and call into one of the blogs people saying, "Yeah, we were cheating, and she knew all about it and asked me not to tell nobody." So
What?
would that? Yes. Turn
So
to
my
Kim
question
Pryor.
is, have y'all seen a marriage license? The reason why
KimPryor.com.
I'm saying it because Yandy and Medici for Love and Hip Hop got married. I mean, over $500,000 wedding. But
And
guess
it
what?
wasn't.
They're still not legally married because she never did a marriage license or certificate or anything
you have an
because she
ex.
didn't want her money to get tied up with all the fines and things Medici has to pay to the federal government.
Oh, I didn't know. See, I don't watch
So
enough.
my
I didn't know that.
question
That's
is,
Yeah,
is
interesting.
I
Robyn and
saw that. I
Juan
saw that. No, even today,
through the
let me
government
finish.
eyes?
In the state of Maryland, your license is for 6 months. So they have until February to file it.
So this chick is. Oh, okay. I'll stop. But yeah, so the mistress is apparently out here calling people and talking about it. So do you think maybe it
What?
was a rumor? Yes. Do you think it was a rumor, or why would a mistress come out the day after everybody else hears that they're married? You think she was shocked too?
I wonder, was this something old or is this something current?
Well, there were some text messages sent February 11, 2022. So it could be old. There's hotel bills. She also claimed the reason she stopped messing around with him. So it looks like they stopped for a while. So why are you bringing it up now that we're being told he's married, though?
Because
Anyway,
she
I
thought
should.
she was gonna get that ring. That's why.
I kind of, the first couple of years, I know they were in an arrangement.
The first couple of years of what?
I bet that
Of their marriage or their divorce?
No, that she was on the show.
All right. So Carlos King says that this whole monogamy thing is not a thing.
I saw that. That he's
You agree with
ridiculous.
that?
He need new friends.
Do you,
Just so
did you hear about that,
Well,
Latoya?
I'm gonna say now, Joy, and you have to agree to this. Now, I believe in monogamy, but if we want to go back to history and all that, if we want to use our ancestors and so on, it's really not a thing.
It's a thing in my head, but
I'm with you, Joe. I mean, I know it happens
in
a lot.
my house. I mean, it is what it is. You decide as an adult if you could deal with that. I've known personally who have been actually lived in the same house, married to one man. So I mean, it worked for them. It happened. They had families. They were cool, but it was weird.
I mean, I know that people cheat
because even in the religion of Islam, where it's not in its practice, it's still unusual to see as a person who's never lived outside this country.
Yeah,
but it seemed to work for them.
Well, that's good. I don't believe though that, I mean, I do believe that there are people out there that really don't cheat.
Absolutely.
But Carlos is like 90% of all his friends cheat. Men with men, single with single women with other people's husbands. I mean, it was just a regular conversation for him. It happens all the time. And he said 90% of the Real Housewives are in an open marriage or open relationship. And he also said that the husbands will tell their mistress, and this was mostly on Love and Hip Hop, I think he said. But they'll tell the mistress, yeah, we live together. She needs a paycheck. So I'm going to be here as her husband. We're going to raise our kid, but we don't sleep in the same room. We're not together.
Wow. Well, maybe Carlos just projecting what he is.
He needs new friends.
Yeah, because
I mean, it is what it is. But that ain't.
Yeah, you're right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about Juan's response when Robyn called him?
I thought he went off because he was upset, and he should have been, because it sounds like he thought that they were at a certain point in their relationship where you should know not to bring the BS to me. I mean, whether it's true or not, why are you calling me, especially with somebody else right there with you? I thought his response was appropriate. Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate. How he felt like it was appropriate, but the tone of the response, I just thought that was inappropriate, and it made me also think, do he talk to her like that behind closed doors when they're in an argument or anything? I thought that how loud and how he was yelling was a little bit very aggressive, especially with her being a woman. And then his wife, like, I just felt like he could have said what he had to say without all of that.
It didn't bother me. I mean, I understood why he was upset. So it didn't bother me.
He was gonna punch every lady out, but he was.
Is that what he said? I thought he said curse them out.
I thought he said curse them.
Yeah.
But he said
he did. He said he gonna curse every lady out. He did.
Okay. All right. Well,
I can read it. He said, "I'm nowhere in DC. I know. Tell them I'm not messing with it. I'm gonna cuss one of them out. I'm not effing playing." I just read it. That scene just came on. I just read it. He didn't say he was gonna punch nobody.
And then people are saying
that's what I said. I said I thought he said he would punch at first, but then I realized he said he was gonna curse all of them out.
Yeah.
I've also been reading some comments about they're saying they got married so that Robyn won't be able to testify against him in this court case. I don't believe that though.
He doesn't. It's ridiculous. Did y'all read that?
No,
the only thing that Juan, people are trying to act as if the boy went to Juan and Juan didn't do anything. That's not what happened. Even according to the actual lawsuit, instead of getting information from these bloggers, he told Juan, because they're saying that Juan is accused of knowing that the guy was mentally ill, because he said that dude is crazy or something. So he's quoted saying that his assistant coach is crazy. And they're saying they hired him knowingly that he was crazy.
So do you think she'll even have a situation to testify against him?
He has nothing. Even if they sued the school, they don't have nothing to do with him.
Well, I hope not. I hope not.
What I mean is, it won't affect their dollars. I'm not saying his job, but the dollars, because people could want to get rid of everybody. But the whole thing almost sounds like it's unbelievable. Did y'all hear that case? This is a boy, and this people got TikToks about it. But
I heard it. It didn't sound unbelievable.
Almost sounds unreal. That
it didn't sound unreal. It sounds legit as heck.
No. Listen to this. The situation. I'm not saying that he's lying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it almost sounds unreal. I'm believing the boy. What he's saying happened, but what he's saying happened is he got catfish. He thought he was meeting a girl. They were sending each other nude or inappropriate pictures, and then he start getting these text messages saying that if you don't do X, Y, Z with your coach, then we're going to expose this picture. So he then does X, Y, Z. It's not clear with the coach, because at the same time the coach is saying he's getting the same text. So he does X, Y, and Z with the coach. And then
let me
wait a minute. He continues to get these texts. He continues to get these texts. And now he's saying, no, I'm not going to do it. He goes to his parents. His parents come up to the school. They talk to Juan. Juan says, that dude is crazy. And it's quoted. It's a quote. It's like 2 or 3 quotes that he said about that dude. And it was related to whether or not he was mentally.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, that's what he's responsible for. They quoted him for saying that dude is crazy.
Okay. Well, what about
Well, I mean, he's not a professional doctor to say anyone is crazy.
Right. Right.
But if you're,
I want to say something about that. Why it doesn't sound good to you, Joy?
It's safe to say you're crazy. If you catfishing and blackmailing somebody to have sex with you, maybe you ain't sane.
Well, you can't say that regardless. You're not professional. You don't have a degree to diagnose nobody in there. So I understand where the parents come from. But also I want to say this, why the story doesn't sound ridiculous. In prison, they do this a lot. They have pictures. They get you to catfish in pictures, especially a little girl, things like that. And they actually go to military men, people that are big and powerful, get them to like the picture and all kind of stuff. Then they turn around and blackmail them for money.
No,
and what the prison
it's not that. I
would
don't
say
think
is, well,
if
you don't give us this or do that, we're going to release these pictures. We're going to do this and do that.
It sounds crazy.
So they're not really okay. That's a little off the topic, Latoya. But
I
won't drag on this.
Crazy because they do that all the time in prison.
No,
I'm just
what I was going to say is what you were saying when you said they send little girls pictures.
Who actually have done it in prison?
Yeah. No, I'm not
questioning they was crazy.
I'm not questioning any of that. It just caught me when you said they'll send pictures in, even like little girls' pictures. You mean somebody sending little girl pictures to prison, and the prison people that open the mail is giving those girls pictures to the prisoners? Okay. Off the topic. That just caught me.
Listening, what it is, listen what I'm saying. Okay, say for instance, they'll get a person to do a picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now these days you can't even tell if some of these kids are adults or children. So they'll send them off to the military man and different people. They'll do little nasty things, say little nasty things, want them up, all kind of sexual criminal things that can criminate them. So then once the prisoners have all that information that did that, what they do is go back and blackmail the military people by telling them, hey, we're going to release this. We're going to release text. We're going to tell your commander and such. So what they do is give money and everything.
Okay, Latoya, that's enough. When it all boils down, that's not sane. That's not even sane. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm not saying that the boy didn't tell him.
It's not sane, and I'm not saying I agree with it. What I'm saying is I understood why the parent came after Juan, because Juan called the boy crazy. Yes, you and I believe that it is crazy. But at the end of the day, Juan doesn't have a degree that says he a doctor or a medical professional to be diagnosed to anybody saying they are crazy, regardless of how we feel about a situation. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get it.
He wasn't calling the boy crazy. He was talking about the coach who was blackmailing this boy.
Okay.
That's who he called crazy.
Oh, okay.
Goodness gracious, just big weird. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
I will say this. I noticed that we got 32 minutes of this scene. I was so excited because I knew when they all at the end, when they all sat down, it was 32 minutes. I actually said, I paused my thing and said, ooh.
32 minutes of the Karen thing?
Yes. Of that whole table scene was 32 minutes. That's what I would like to see more of.
Yeah, that
literally
was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do y'all think is really going on?
I agree.
What do y'all think is really going on with Jacqueline?
Girl, she want a spot. She want a friend. She want a Marlo her way in that group. That's what she wants.
It seems like it's something more than just wanting that, because she is very emotionally connected to whatever really happened between her and Mia. I
commend her for not going, because I'm pretty sure she know a lot of stuff that she can say about Mia.
Well, her nanny was on the YouTube today talking about Mia.
What was she saying?
She said,
what's she saying?
She said Mia has never, in her, as far as she knows, Mia has never been a part of the foster system, like Mia was saying. She said she might have stayed at some different places, but it wasn't through the foster process. And she said Mia's from a beautiful family. There would never have been a place where if she was homeless, that one of her family members would not have helped her. So she made it kind of sound like Mia's on here exaggerating hard times. And she's not understanding why. So she was a little hurt about it. And
if
that's
the
kind
girl's
of
mother didn't raise her,
Hmm?
That's clear. If the girl's mother didn't raise her, to say that you're fostered is not necessarily under the name foster, but you foster a child. I fostered a child, my niece, but I didn't go through the system. That don't mean that she didn't live in my house.
And so that she did clarify that. She said, I've never known them to be through the system. Is all she said.
Even if they were or not, they would know.
You can't go and look that stuff up?
I mean, no, what I mean is,
no.
Usually when you're fostering somebody, that ain't nothing that you normally would advertise. Unless they just a pop up and somebody says, "Who's that?" Oh, that's my daughter.
Mia is advertising it. So when Tori, I believe you said you had gone through some foster housing. So if somebody wanted to check that, could they just look up and go and see whoever has been through the
with
system?
children? You can't look
up. They can't. Children. No, they
can't do that. Okay.
It's just like kids. Records are sealed. Like, nah, you can't mess with that.
Okay, so there's really no way for people to know if it's true or not. But it
sounds like what you were saying that Jacqueline was saying was basically Mia was, even though her mom was on drugs, but Mia had a family that took her in and everything else, and basically she was running away, being wild and doing what she wanted to do.
Well, I didn't say the running away, being wild, doing
making her own life hard. That's what I'm getting from what you're saying.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, she definitely made it sound like she appears to be exaggerating, and that her and Jacqueline were so close. To even see this on TV, I guess, is really heartbreaking for a couple of them. So personally, I would like to get down to the nitty gritty of everything, because that Jacqueline appears to be heartbroken over this. I don't know.
It's almost as if it's a girlfriend, ain't it? Breaking up.
Yeah, it's like, why are you treating me so bad? It's like, you invited me on this trip and you're treating me like crap on this trip. You're leaving me out here all by myself. What's going on? I don't know.
Maybe, at the end of the show,
there's no way you could call you my best friend, and you have said to me twice on film already, just twice, that threw up in my face that I live with you that's not a friend. That's a person that wants to dig in things that they know that they friend are insecure about. That ain't no
Misbehaving said there was no reason for her to spaz out like that. But that makes me. That's why I'm saying I don't know if you're playing the comments on here or not, Joy. But I'm on YouTube seeing them. So Misbehaving said something was either edited out or filming occurred in the middle of the scandal. There was no reason to spaz out like that. But she did kind of spaz out, and that's why.
Ooh.
Jacqueline, and that's why I want to know what's really going on. It sounds like it's deep.
What scene?
When she got up and walked away, when somebody said, "How are you two doing? Are you going to talk about it or what?" And she says, I hope she respects me. Of course, we're going to talk about it. We don't want to do it here in front of you people. It's not about y'all. So she did she went off a little bit.
Wendy did?
Jacqueline.
No,
did.
Jacqueline.
Oh, okay.
But maybe it's because maybe Mill is around the other ladies and it's a new peach tart she want to eat, because you seen that at the end of the preview. Apparently she asked Wendy to eat her box.
She said that wasn't true.
Yeah, they were joking around.
She said it comes with a caveat. She said when they asked her on Watch What's Happening Live Sunday night, did she ask Andy, straight up asked her, did you ask her that? She was like, no, it would have had to include Eddie. Literally.
And then when she said that, G was in the background thinking,
he was the bartender.
What about me? And then he said, and G. She said, and G. I think they were drunk and maybe playing around. I don't think anything really happened though. And Giselle's on timeout for not going with them to tell. But
what's crazy is something seems weird, because you heard what her reaction was. What she said Wendy did.
What?
Yeah, she said something happened, because she said Wendy got her legs wide open when she saw her poom poom.
Okay. So I didn't pay attention, but that's when Giselle said, "So what'd you do? Say hello to it or something like that?" And then she just drank her drink.
Yeah, I like her and Giselle as friends. And what I do like about Mia is gonna play this character, honey. She just admits to everything. She don't lie about nothing. I'm like, all the things you could lie about, you lie about. And the things you know you need to lie about, you don't.
It was really sweet to her to apologize to Wendy, though. She sounded so sincere when she apologized. But the whole tear thing, I kind of was like, okay, Mia, slow down.
Something happened in that cutting, because she did say about your insecurities, and I don't know where that came from. They cut that up.
They did.
And it was
but when they first got into it, was there ever a conversation where Mia said to her, or to someone, she's just jealous and insecure of me? Because of maybe even when Eddie said he liked her, and then Wendy was like, don't put her name on there. Mm-hmm. So even something from that, maybe she did think Wendy was insecure because Eddie, smiling Eddie.
I don't know, but I don't know. That's possible.
I guess. I don't want to hear about them eating nobody's hot box, though. I can't.
Yeah, I said. That's why I was telling when everybody was getting so mad in them Potomac groups on Facebook. Yeah. I was like, these two gonna be whatever in a pool in Mexico. We arguing over nothing.
Yeah. And so do you think if you think about it, she did get the drink thrown in her face. That's what she get for doing her little finger deal. But would they really have made up so quickly were it not for the paycheck, do you think?
Oh, definitely.
That you do.
One of the things that Wendy did say to her that's clear, people said that's worse than what Candace went through. Or Candace, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah.
What's worse? What?
Now I'm seeing Candace.
Not necessarily worse, but they keep saying it's the same. Assault is assault. I'm like, girl, throwing water on somebody's face is definitely a sign of disrespect.
It is.
It is, and she was right. It is different than spitting. I think that's a step further.
Would you make up with me, Joy, if I did that to you?
If we get
Yeah.
paid $300,000 a year, yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for something to
Shower
go
me,
into.
baby.
The time is right.
Right. And so, but so it is in a sense because of the paycheck, and I'm all for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Because Wendy was like, "Yes, doll, we'll have our talk time, etc." Wait a minute. Then what did Mia said? I'm beautiful and I'm gorgeous. Is that what Wendy said? She was gorgeous and Mia was beautiful. They are cute, but it was weird to see her want to make up so quickly with Wendy when you got Jacqueline over there and you don't even want to talk to her.
Right.
We need a little separate show, one episode special, so I can get to the bottom of this because it's something.
Well, I didn't like Mia reasonings of saying the reason why she really liked Wendy, because it seemed like what she was saying was she only liked Wendy because
she's successful,
Black successful woman.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you not like other people who are not successful? He asked that question.
Well, apparently,
and I was like, so are you just around these ladies because they're successful?
Yeah.
I think there might be a little bit of both.
And also, I seen in the group they were saying that Jacqueline was telling Mia business that she said something about Mia not having cancer or saying cancer. I didn't hear her say now one thing about Mia business that Mia didn't tell us herself.
Well, I didn't hear her say anything that we hadn't already heard.
Yeah,
because she clearly
so I was confused
pointed out that she was the one with her and protected her through all the cancer stuff. So I don't know, but that is just another reason why it makes me wonder, Mia, what's really going on? I mean, Mia is not even attempting right now. You gonna make up with Wendy before your friend? Huh?
That girl was begging for a moment. I'm like, girl, what you crying for? You in Mexico.
That's why I want to know. Because something's going on. But okay, yeah. Something's going on. I want to know. I don't think it has nothing to do with G, though. I don't think that girl has been with G in any kind of way because he act like he don't even know him. Who, me? Us in a three-way? He was like, okay.
Does anybody believe the Blue Eyes rumors?
I don't even care. I forgot all about that, Joy.
And I'm gonna tell you why I believe the rumor. I believe Karen and Ray have an arrangement. If you pay attention to maybe about 3 episodes back, when Karen and Ray was talking, and Ray was like, hey, now, and she was like, Ray, remember you said that I can have eye candy? And he was like, yes. So if he said that she can have eye candy, I'm pretty sure it's more things that he done allow her to do. Because I was looking at walking. Ray looked like he barely can walk. So I doubt if he really pumping in the sheets. So
well, he's still trying to get up the stairs to get to that bathtub. What was that, 3 seasons ago?
To do that. And when Mia said that looked like your ex-boyfriend, I think that was
true. That scene was so funny. It was so funny.
I think it's true.
It was so funny.
You heard how Karen said she watches porn. She like to do all that. Like, I think that he gave her permission to be able to go out with others and have sexual relations with them.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
That's why they are married that long.
I don't think that there is. Well, first of all, when she said to Giselle, "You ain't nowhere near the altar," or whatever,
that was hilarious.
That was so funny. Now Giselle should have came back with, "Well, you are, and your husband still don't love you." I was waiting on her to come back with the "I love you" comment.
Giselle don't have a quick wit.
Giselle needs to get it together.
She doesn't really have a quick wit. And what's funny is Giselle is really funny in confessionals, and those are just conversations.
Yeah,
she's really funny in confessionals, but she don't have a quick wit like that
at all. I'm like, come on, what's the next little step? And she didn't. I'm like, okay.
Neither does Robyn.
Now y'all about to be shocked for me saying this, but in Giselle's defense, she probably was just concerned about her stomach. Okay, for her eating up every goddamn thing and saying, "Yeah, just go ahead and put that on the plate too." Okay, so.
She did, didn't she? She said, put one of everything. One of everything. I'm like, you already saying you sick? What are you doing right now, woman?
She greedy. She's funny.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah,
so what else happened though? Let me see. Jackie and they were interesting. Of course, Karen was into Robyn talked too much. What do we Sharice was on the show today. I don't know why. I don't do y'all want her back next season? What was I don't need to see her.
No.
Did y'all think it was
I
mean she's
boring.
Okay.
Yeah, because did she do anything
Y'all
on the
notice
trip
my picture
outside
with
of the
Matilda
flight
right
with
there?
Huh? Did she do anything on this
Do
trip
y'all notice my
fight
picture?
with Karen?
No, that's it.
No.
I was wondering why they kept her too.
Yeah,
Because
she needs to leave.
Y'all remember Karen is on every season. I mean,
yeah.
What's her name? Sharice. Because in real life, she really is friends with Giselle and Robyn and Ashley, and Candace. Like they all really, really, really like Sharice.
Geriatrics. Is that what Candy said about her? You geriatrics something? Remember that?
I thought that was Giselle. She's the geriatric.
No, that was Giselle.
No, it was Candace when they fought on the bus on their first trip. Candace and Sharice. And she called her geriatric something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess they come in with their jabs.
Because you see me
sure
ball in that dress.
What?
Do you see that dress that Sharice had on, that skirt? Now, y'all see Miss Trunchbull in that dress. That's what Sharice looked like with that doggone skirt on. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Wait, is that? I didn't know what you meant by that. Girl, let me pull up Matilda so I can get some photos.
Y'all so silly.
And
what was up with Candace's glasses?
I thought Candace's outfit was gorgeous. I thought Candace's outfit from head to toe was gorgeous. You
Them
like
ugly,
it?
weird looking glasses.
I love it all.
Everybody been talking about them
love
glasses.
the orange pants. They was giving straight legs.
I like them.
Yes. I mean, I thought that was a cute outfit. That little. All right, Matilda. Okay, so was Sharice had on something that looked like the skirt? Let me see.
Yeah, so
I have to go back and look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
And with the pleats in it, look at Trunchbull's skirt.
Look at that. I don't remember seeing anything close to that on there. Look at that, though. Country.
Girl,
she don't need to come back next year, though. We can be done with her. All right, who else? What else, Joy?
That was pretty much it. Did we talk about Mia and Wendy making up?
Yeah, we just I'm about to crack up. We just talked about it.
Or did we talk about that before the show?
No, we just talked about it.
Oh, okay. I think that's it. Because it ended with that table. It ended with that table. And I just thought it was ridiculous. And I thought it was funny how everybody walked away laughing. And all I kept saying is, one, I really like it when they have fun. They need to really show us that. And they need to hang out with one another outside of the show. And stop making alliances, Wendy and Candace, because that's what it looks like on film.
They had to this season, though. They had to.
Yeah, I mean, but that alliance doesn't look good on camera. It looks like an alliance. At least Kiki with the person you're in an alliance with. Like, they don't even try to pretend like they friends. They look like they associates with an alliance. I just like that. I like it with all of them. And I like that nobody walked away from here mad. And all kind of accusations have been hurled at people. And nobody walked away from this vacation mad but Mia's friend. Good. All right, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. But I don't know. Y'all got anything?
Nothing I can think. Latoya, are we missing anything? Because Teak Teak would be up there with all her notes, bullet 1 through 30. And let's make sure we hit each.
It was only 3 scenes.
Yeah, it was really because only Karen 3. Was really long.
Oh,
yeah.
I did think it was funny with Giselle. First of all, they showed their respectable breastbone hug. And when Giselle made the connection between what Karen told her, so I thought it was Michael Darby, but what? And then they put Karen in the ocean like a fish. And it's funny because I've been saying all season that dress looked like a costume, some kind of Disney costume, that purple dress. And got pointy shoulders. I'm like, dude, what was she thinking? She looked like I don't know if she trying to be a princess or an evil queen. It was weird looking. But I don't know. I think that's it.
I think that is it. I was trying to see if I had anything different in the notes, and I do not. She was gunned down. Okay.
That's it. Do we have any questions up
here? Yeah. So no, the only thing is the wedding. Everybody, congratulations. We hear they're married. That's good.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I would have thought they got married earlier. They said they got married in November.
Oh, I thought it was in July still. Last July.
So that means I was right, because remember I kept telling y'all I seen something that said that they was already married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad they are. I mean, I like them as a couple. I know they get a lot of heat, but you know,
I think they ended the season probably in June, because I don't think the season went on until July.
Yeah. Now, but with this being their second marriage, the first one they had the big wedding, all the family was there. Why are they getting grief for not having all the family at the second wedding?
I don't know.
Been there and done that.
I don't know. I understood why she did that. I don't understand why her parents ain't there. But far as everybody else, yeah, we old. Let's have small, intimate, just us family. So I understood that.
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with just them four. They've done it before. No, the boys weren't, as old the first time around. They weren't even here, were they? I think they got married before any of the kids. But why go through all that? Let's just get our family union going. We don't need to make a big hoo-ha out of it. And here we are. They're finally remarried. So why this alleged mistress is coming out now trying to talk? I have no idea. It makes no sense. Because I don't want to hear from her.
Well, I want to hear from her. Just because
she wants to.
What did y'all think about that? The reunion was filmed last week. I think last Wednesday or Thursday. He was doing a week sometime. We haven't heard a word. I've been stalking their Twitter and everything, looking for subliminal.
I mean, not even from Candace. Not even from Candace. We haven't heard nothing from Candace.
She's erratic.
Well, somebody in the group that I'm in, one person posted something about, they say that Karen didn't bring it to the reunion like she did on the show. So they're going to really dig in on her or whatever.
They said Karen did not bring it?
Yeah, she did not bring it like she did. Yeah, Karen. Yeah. And it was like that Sharice and everybody really get on her on the reunion.
Really?
Well, that's good. It's good to know somehow somebody's going to get, because this whole little stuff she's going through now about Juan, is Ray going to force her to, is Ray going to force an apology there too? Is Ray going to force Juan to apologize to Karen the way he tried to force Chris to apologize to Giselle? It'll be interesting to hear. Were the men at the reunion?
Oh, that's a good question.
He's
because don't forget, Karen Breast.
Get over there and apologize.
Well, suggestion for whatever is it going to come out of Ray's mouth as it relates to Karen and Juan? And were the husbands at the reunion? I haven't heard. I just think Karen is foul. All day, every day.
About that.
I can't imagine Chris not being there.
After that whole Nicki Minaj thing, they probably like, Chris, we're going to let you stay home this one time so you don't come get heated. And then with the Giselle stuff, we have not heard a thing. I forgot about that. Actually, we have not even heard anything from Chris and Giselle about this whole uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, something. Like we've heard nothing. I've been stalking them like ain't nobody said nothing.
Yeah, I can't. That's interesting. Okay.
So do y'all when is this agree that this entire season was scripted?
I liked it though. Yeah, it seemed like it. It felt like
It
it.
seemed like it
But
to
the
It
me
was
first few
too.
fun to
episodes
me.
were so kind of boring.
And I will say this though, you need somebody like Giselle, because what doesn't make sense to me is why no one has forced Giselle and Wendy to have a conversation, because there's no way that somebody in that group other than Wendy, because it's all about Wendy, having having an issue that Giselle wouldn't bring to the table. She just ain't talking to Wendy.
Mm.
It's crazy. Like somebody
Maybe
should have
they
held
agree that
that.
it's best for them not to talk to each other. There's enough people in a group for them to avoid each other and still get the check.
But I hear you. It just kind of made Wendy look like she was in isolation a lot of times.
Yeah, it did. It
And
did.
that's a
Yeah, because
recipe
I
for
see the
fire.
next thing they supposed to be having. They supposed to isolate who they supposed to be isolating, Wendy and Karen and somebody else, ain't it?
Ain't nobody.
From the
I'm just
party.
saying that's what it looks like. But in a sense, that's why I was saying somebody who really cared, it would well, she ain't really getting along with Giselle. I would have said it would have to be somebody that cares about them both, or at least plays their friend. Candace is a iffy
Well, at
because
the end of
Robyn was in
the
the flood.
day, ain't nobody can isolate nobody. If Wendy want to pop up and show up at a public place where they're having a dinner at, she can pop up if she wants to, regardless
I
if
think
she invited or
I don't.
not.
I think you're missing the point. This ain't about isolating her and not inviting her. I'm saying even when she's amongst the group, she's not with the group.
Yeah.
Watch her sing. She
Oh,
sits
I
at the
understand
end.
what you're
She
saying. I was
don't
talking
dress.
about what
That's
they
what
about to show
Karen
on the
used to
next
do.
episode.
It makes you almost disposable in reality TV. It's nothing personal.
Hey, I agree.
You have
Bring it
to
or don't.
make amends. Like
Yeah.
that just has to happen. And in my opinion, if somebody like truly cares, it's just nobody really in the middle that likes them both that could have done it.
That's
That's
true.
really the problem.
That's true. Well, both
That's
was
really
wrong
the
in
issue.
my eyes, so I think they
It
should
ain't
just chalk
about
it
being
up, leave it
wrong.
alone,
In my
move
opinion,
on.
Wendy definitely owes her an apology. You could talk about me
In
all
my
day
opinion,
long. When you
Giselle
bring my
owe Wendy an apology.
children
You
and
don't say
all
things
that
and make
bull
people
crap,
insinuate things that you don't know is true. You shouldn't
she
insinuate
didn't know,
things.
but
Giselle
she
is big
didn't.
up on that, and she has admitted to doing that. Like it was just in page 6 article with quotation marks around it. And Giselle said, and I quote, she throw extra things in and twist things up for messiness. She said these words. So therefore,
That
when
has
you're
nothing to
saying
do with
things
what
to
she did do.
insinuate people,
That you're not talking about future Giselle. We talking about what actually happened.
it,
We're
it
talking
does
about, and what
has
actually
a
happened
lot
was
because she
If
made it seem
Giselle
like
wanted to be
Wendy was
messy,
in.
she could have bought the details of those rumors. She never said one. She only
It
said that
does
there were
not
rumors, and
matter.
she
The
always
whole
just
point
used
is
those words.
when you come at a person, be
Ain't
ready for them
nobody
to
said
attack
nothing
you
about this
back.
baby that he
And you
allegedly had,
cannot
this white
dictate
woman
how
he
a
was
person
allegedly
attacks
with,
you
and the
back.
fact that Eddie Parent's family did this because they said the girl was generationally cursed.
It does
Black people
not
don't even
matter. At
talk
the
like
end of
that.
the day, it does not matter what other people had to say. Giselle insinuated the woman was insecure. That's what she did, just like
I
she did
mean,
with Chris calling him a
now
sneaky
that
link.
is what she
I
did. It
mean,
ain't no,
when you're
yeah, I agree with
insinuating
that.
things and making people
But
assume
I
things,
mean,
you
nobody.
cannot
She
get mad at the
was a
person
different
come at
person.
you
You can
away.
say that all day long. She was two different people. The person that we met in 2020,
It doesn't matter though.
totally.
It doesn't.
It
She didn't feel
does
like she
though.
was.
All you want to do is sling your degrees, and next
Well,
season
why can't
you a
Giselle give
scrap
her an
girl.
apology for
It didn't
insinuating
make
that?
sense. It didn't
Why
make
Giselle?
sense for
Why
what she was
why
presenting.
Giselle
She
can't
a
give her an
different person
apology?
this season. We done
Like
seen
I
three
said, both
Wendy.
was wrong
Will
and they
the
need to move
real
on.
Wendy please stand up? I want to meet
Both was
her.
wrong. Because if you insinuate something about me, then guess what? You're not going to be able to dictate how I come back at you. I'm going to go
Right.
very low. I mean,
Okay.
very low.
I got you.
So at the end of the day, if Wendy owed
At the
Giselle
end
an
of the
apology,
day,
Giselle
hey,
owed Wendy an
I can tell
apology
you
for both
one
of them
thing.
to
I can tell you
acknowledge
one thing
how
on
they feel.
Potomac. And I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. Giselle knows how to make herself known. Period.
Not this season.
But she's still
At
in
all.
every other post. She gotta be. Because if you look at these groups,
But is she lying in every
she
other
is who
post?
she's talking. That's who she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I
we're
mean,
talking.
I don't
I'm
know.
saying
I'm
exactly
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about, and I'm talking, and I can name more incidents and different other people who she have done this with too. Just like with Karen with Erica Lyle's situation. No one knew nothing about Ray liking Erica Lyle. Here come Giselle. Oh, that's not what Ray wanted when he wanted Erica Lyle. At the end of the day, stop assuming and insinuating things and putting things out
That
there
also
to make
came
people think
after.
that.
That also
Just like I
came
felt like
after
Mia was wrong for
Karen bringing
insinuating and
a
putting out there
girl,
that
her
Giselle wanted
current
Gordon.
boyfriend's wife to function.
At
That
the
was
end of the day, no one
it was
knew
still
nothing
a
about
reaction.
Erica Lyles. Ain't nobody knew nothing about Ray wanting Erica Lyles until what
Yeah,
Giselle
yeah,
said.
but
The only
brought
thing
it
we
to
knew
the
for
camera.
sure is that Ray didn't want Karen. That's what we know for sure. Did he ever get the three words out?
That's it.
Okay.
I don't think misbehaving.
And when somebody gonna call HR on Karen? I'm over Karen.
Yeah, Karen is such a Karen.
Mm-hmm.
You think she?
Callie, we got to forgive her for that, even though I'm
right. Wendy is so accomplished, but she's desperate for fame that she'll kiss goodbye. Hold on, yeah, that she'll kiss Giselle Robyn Ansley's butt to be accepted. Sounds a little bit like Monique.
I
too.
agree.
I don't think
agree.
that. I don't think she likes her. I don't think she genuinely doesn't. No, the way that Wendy flipped on Giselle, there's no way you can't tell me that wasn't sitting on the surface.
I mean, yeah, I can
That
see
was
that.
sitting on the surface. Yeah, one thing I've heard my entire adult
Do
life
you
is,
think it was sitting
you
on the
want to
surface
know how a
because
person
Wendy and
feels
Candace
about
are
you?
friends,
Get them
and
mad.
Candace was letting Wendy know what Giselle was doing to her, so that's why Wendy was already on the fence and like with Giselle because Wendy and Candace are friends, and Candace had told Wendy a lot of stuff.
Could be. Right, Joey?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm saying why Wendy didn't like Giselle. Why you said off gate that Wendy had stuff on the surface. Do you think Wendy had stuff on the surface because of her and Candace being friends and what Candace have told Wendy that Giselle has been doing to her?
This was before that. At that time, Candace and Giselle were friends. At one point, Ashley was the wild card. Ashley was actually the wild card because Ashley and what's her name wasn't really getting along. Ashley and Candace. But Giselle, Robyn, and Candace were real friends at one point. I even understood why Candace was hurt. They were real friends, but Giselle and Robyn were also friends with Ashley. Because
that's true, and maybe Candace took it as if Giselle then was taking up for Ashley, coming after her, and she was telling Wendy about it, and by Wendy being her friend, that automatically made Wendy dislike Giselle. Prime example with Ashley and Monique and Candace. You know, Candace was only reason why Candace and Ashley ever got into it is because Candace was defending Monique against Ashley. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't really defending her, but yeah, she actually was just saying you don't really like her while you hanging out with her. It was weird. Candace was jealous.
Yeah, I would, but this is what I'm saying, Joy. That's what I'm saying. If Monique never told Candace all this mess about what Ashley did to her and saying all this stuff about Ashley, I don't think it would ever been a beef between Ashley and Candace, because when Candace came on the show, the producers made it seem as if Ashley and Candace knew each other. You know, they were friends. They was in pageants together, talent shows together, and things like that. So I see that because of what Monique was saying to Candace about Ashley, that made Candace, go after Ashley. And that's why Candace flipped out on Monique, because all of a sudden now here you are talking all this mess to me about this girl, and she done these things to you, and now you're trying to be friend and everything else, and now everybody's looking at me like I'm the enemy when it's really you.
I mean, it could have been the underlying, and that's possible. I know that I do see Monique wanting to be linked. I did see Monique really wanting to be linked with them. And I viewed how she reacted to Giselle as her feel of rejection. Like, and when you feel like you have a upper hand on somebody that's rejected you, that's how Monique used to respond to her. Like, and she always was defensive, like always. I think
That's true.
she was always defensive. She took everything wrong, even when Giselle really wasn't trying to be shady, or she was just trying to be herself.
Yeah, like
She
when Giselle was asking about the house, and she was, oh no, I got 6 houses.
That's really a prime
I
example.
agree.
Yeah, that was
I
really a
agree.
prime example. Like, you take everything wrong, because I think that had Monique responded, "You don't have a home? No, we're in the process." She was like, "Okay, you'll find one." That could have been the next line. It could have. You understand what I'm saying? How you perceive things, and I get sometimes you don't know anybody, but I didn't, and nor did I think she was trying to be funny. I think she was having a conversation.
Well, that makes me go back and ask y'all this question.
Giselle was trying to be funny.
When she said, "You don't have any home," she said, "Well,
she
I
was
don't."
trying to be funny.
She said,
she didn't just say, "You
"I'm
don't have a home."
Before
she
that,
said, "You don't have a home."
She said, "I don't have." She said, "We're looking for a home." She said, "Well, you don't have a home," and she said, "No."
She said it as if to say, "You don't have a home." She listen. Her voice got all deep, and she was trying to be shady. She just was. It's okay though.
Well, I'm agreeing with Joy on this one, but I want to say, like, Jacqueline and Mia, like, the perceiving things. You know, when Jacqueline made that comment, was like, you know, Mia don't know what a village is, and Mia took it as if Jacqueline was saying, you know, she grew up without a village. Do you think Jacqueline meant, well, Mia don't know what a village is because when she had kids, she was married with a person, got a nanny and different people to help her, and Jacqueline is a single mother who don't have a nanny and other people to help her? That's what she really meant about a village?
She couldn't have, because describing what Mia has is the very definition of a village. Even if you paying them, that's your village. So no, she didn't. She said you wouldn't know anything about that. That's actually what she said. Mia pays her village. She was saying, she's literally saying, because you ain't got no family. She was literally saying that. That's because a village is a representative of your friends and your family. Everybody uses, "I got a village." You're talking about your friends and your family. She was telling her she didn't know nothing about that. And she has a nanny. So she wasn't talking about her current village. She was talking about her past.
Okay.
That's toxic.
Okay.
You couldn't, best friend would never come out of my mouth like that. You could never throw, that's not a friendship. I mean, good God. Like, can you imagine your friend, your best? That's just like somebody going around every time Kenya do something and saying, "Girl, your mama, you don't know nothing about no mothering." Like, who would actually say that?
Heavenly.
That's evil.
Well, did y'all see that article for her mother issues?
Huh?
Sure she does.
No, that wasn't Heaven. That was in People magazine.
What was in People
Where
magazine?
Kenya was talking about her mom issues?
Oh, yeah. I read that. Yeah. And I think
it was in People magazine. She said that she's going to get therapy.
She needed, because she's probably projecting her whole life onto her daughter. Because I bet you she loved that baby. That baby looked like she well loved and taken care of. But you can smother a child to the point of harming them, or they rebel.
Is that what you think she's doing?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, she's nervous. You could hear the anxiousness in her voice when she talks about her and what she wants to leave her. It's important to her, and I get it, but we do project. I mean, just think about the people who live in projects that are really, really poor, but would go above and they babies be sharp. They ain't got no lights on for a day. They don't get it back on day. But they baby got
What
their
was
new
that
Jordan.
song back in the day? You riding clean, but your gas tank is on E.
Right. Like there are
That
people
Trick
who
Daddy.
do that. They don't know how they gonna pay rent this month because they about thousands of dollars worth of Christmas gifts that they couldn't afford. It's a lot of people like that. So I mean, it is what it is. I pray for people. I think we all do. We don't want, most adults don't want to do the most negative parts that happened to us as a kid. And if it was the abandonment of your mother, I could see a mother
That's
not.
true.
I mean, just think if y'all watch Love and Marriage DC, it was
Mm-hmm.
very conversation that she has the emotional intelligence to know why she smothers her son while she got still waking up to get her 15-year-old up, but doesn't
Yeah.
have the intelligence to know I gotta stop.
Yeah. I don't. I.
Because she knows why. You notice that she attached it to the fact that nobody was there for her, that nobody got her up, and she
Yeah.
talked about that. She literally knows why she has this issue. Because I remember, I'm obsessed with emotional intelligence. So I'll be like, what an emotionally intelligent thing to say. And then the next
But
thing
at the
is,
end of the day, I get my niece up. I take care of my niece and raise my niece legally, and she's 16 now. And I still wake her up every morning. And my mama did us like that. Woke us up every morning too. Hell, if I would have let my mama, she would have still been out of my clothes in high school if I let her.
I earn mine. That's why my children don't earn. I do that. I do that.
Your
If you,
children
Ooh.
don't iron.
Joy, you better stop because you're going to get an attitude when they want you to do
I
what
got
the
a
mamas get an
22-year-old who
attitude.
still don't earn. She never
Well,
earned.
I'm with you, Joy. Look. Let me see. My baby's 30. I just bought an ironing board the other day for her to use. I'm trying to make her do some things on her own, but I've always done it.
Yeah, but they
Really.
don't earn like we do. I was like, girl, I don't know what kind of children these. We'd be begging our mamas to send our stuff to the cleaners.
Can we get some? I know, or get some
Boy,
starch
these
on the way
super
home.
fast. They don't even get up and iron. Like weirdo kids.
I mean, it's true. I was looking at a picture of my dad. He was fish. Oh my God, I miss him. He was fishing, and he had on his jeans that were starched to the
Yeah.
hilts, and some
Ooh.
with some little loafers. I was like, "Whoa, yes, I missed that."
You can take them off. They still be standing.
They'll stand up. Who needs a winter storm? They're gonna stand
Yeah,
up anyway because they had
still.
so much starch in them.
Like these
Yeah.
some new children here. I don't know. They so weird.
Yes, they really are.
But anyway, y'all, we are an hour and 17 minutes in and way past the time to talk about Potomac. I hope y'all liked
Yes,
that episode. It was really funny to me.
it was good.
And
It was
it looked
good.
like we got a couple of more good ones coming.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I'm gonna go
Yes,
ahead
it
and call
is.
HR on Karen. I'm so over her.
yeah, Karen is a Karen. That's what somebody posted. Karen
The
is a
ultimate Karen.
Karen. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
just hope they don't bring Sharice back. I really think that
Oh,
Karen should stay. Sharice should go. And it's sad because Sharice
I mean, if she's
start
gonna
all over
stay
again, but
just
it's not
to
Sharice. That's just what it is. And the delusions and the things like pushing the breast and the back and all that. Whoever's giving her these new lines, I hope they continue to do it. I hope she continue to study and practice it and deliver.
she needs to not. I can't.
yeah.
Y'all let her get away with so much crap.
I just don't think that anybody takes her seriously. And I'm
But they
I'm really,
should
and you
though. When
really
she's
got
doing
me
the same
thinking.
things as somebody else.
I
And
know, but when you say it like that, I do feel bad because like people be mad at Giselle for doing, they would have been killed her.
suddenly it's her the green-eyed band is blah blah.
Right.
Even DeMarco said that one time. Yeah, we talked about colorism, but it's really just Giselle and Robyn. It's not
Yeah.
Karen. Come on. It should be, if there's an issue, all of them. Not just because Karen, they just don't. Okay, she needs to leave the show. What is going on here?
And if y'all stayed and watched the end, they got a lot going on.
Yeah. Yep, they do.
What did y'all think about when
I do want to say this now. This is important.
wait a minute,
This ain't got nothing to do with
before
the show.
wait a minute. Let me say this. What did y'all think about Candace revealing to Ashley that Michael was in a restaurant with some chick?
Oh, that was on the preview. I didn't didn't
saw
trip.
that.
Yeah, I didn't trip though.
Yeah, I didn't trip, and I think Candace was doing that to be vindictive to get back at Ashley, and that's what she get.
Question is, how long are Ashley and Candace going to go back and forth with stuff like that?
I don't think Ashley cares. It's like, I think Ashley, she smiled. You don't see Ashley crying about this divorce or whatever.
It's TikTok. Somebody told her she could dance, and she's been TikToking all her problems
Ashley
away.
is kicking it.
She is.
She has secured the bag. She has played a role. She finna get some child support, some alimony, take them little cute little boys, and she gonna TikTok her way to whatever. I bet you she marry somebody age appropriate next go.
So Kenya's dating this guy? Where's it at? Where we go?
Did y'all hear about Giselle allegedly dating
the
guy from Winter House? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
I mean,
he's too petite. He's little bitty. He's cute, but he's so little compared to Giselle. It looks no.
I hope she talk about next season. Let's get into her business some.
I just think that it comes at a time of a young woman's life, an older woman's life, when she needs a chiropractor.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And she needs her back broken appropriately.
But with his size, I just don't see how he's going to break anybody's back.
And sometimes that chiropractor has to be within a certain age to make.
They don't have to be a certain weight.
Is he little? What? Little?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, he looks really tiny compared to Giselle. I don't think he can break her back. Maybe Ashley's, but not Giselle. He's tiny. I'd be like, what? No. He's little.
This is just something to do. But they say she introduced her children to him.
Right, Latoria. Yeah, hopefully that's just to bake some cookies. I don't think it was anything major. She know good and well. If he could break her back, she wouldn't be introducing him to her kids. Let's just be real honest, okay? He can't break the back.
Yeah.
What?
Gotcha. Yeah. I get what she's saying because she's not taking this guy seriously.
Right.
You're right.
I get to meet your kids already.
Yeah.
That means ain't nothing going on
that's
here.
True. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She thinks.
I mean, we done seen her with a couple guys over the years. Ain't none of them strangers except for the one Monique messed up because they had been dating for a while. He was the only one that ever met the kids. So the fact, and that was serious and that's over. Now this little guy here,
that was sad because the kids really liked the Sherman.
Yeah. Yeah, he seemed like a good.
Sad. And I ain't about to lie, I enjoyed seeing her and Sherman together and her talking about, them and things like that. So I do want her to be in another relationship and, and be able to show, because I did like when she had her business and stuff like that. But she don't do that no more. It seems like she's just always into everybody else's stuff. But I would like for her to see her get back to it.
Yeah. I would too. But trust me, it's not with the Winter House guy.
I don't know.
Maybe his dad was cute too though, but his dad was also tiny. Yeah, I don't.
Y'all a mess. All right, y'all. I think this is it.
Yeah. Okay, Tori, thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you for joining. I don't have.
Thanks for having me, ladies, and make sure y'all go to y'all heart doctor. And check. A lot of people is down for cardiac arrest. See something about the vaccine and the boosters affecting people that's 62 and older, making them go into cardiac arrest and things like that. Just check to make sure y'all straight and everything. We don't want nobody down on us, and we love everybody. So Just make sure
Yeah.
y'all
So
health
so
is
you've
all
heard
right.
that the updated shots, whatever, and the boosters are getting some people to early graves. Yeah.
They're saying that
Yeah, they're giving cardiac arrest.
Mm.
Even 20 and 30-year-olds are going into cardiac arrest.
they're
Actually, the
saying that's the
football player on the
boosters. I
Bills.
mean, the people got the boosters.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're
the
talking
boosters.
about, yeah, people are talking about the boosters.
But
That's
so still a small number, I'm assuming right now, hopefully.
yeah.
Okay. That's something to think about though.
But
'Cause I
and
was
it was mostly
Yeah,
thinking
then
about
I
men.
doing
also
it.
seen
And it
something
was
about
men. It wasn't women
going to the
either.
nail salon giving women counselors.
Yeah,
What?
they're talking about Scott from Married to Medicine, Contessa's husband.
What
He
about it?
did he did like a little TikTok. I don't know if it was a TikTok or a reel or something. And he
Uh-huh.
was saying that it was just released from some medical association, I can't remember, that the UV light that you put your nails under when you get gel nails
Uh-huh.
on your feet and your hands causes
Mm-hmm.
cancer, particularly skin cancer. Black people
What?
aren't as big on getting, we get skin cancer, but we don't get it in the numbers that other
Mm-hmm.
ethnicities
So
do.
we plan on getting our nails done. We just skip the UV lights at
Yeah,
the end.
and he said that it kills a nerve in your fingertips. And it's some nerve in your fingertip that's
Why would they
connected
have,
to something.
but that stuff had to have been approved initially to come out there. Nobody ever looked
I
at
mean,
that.
it
This is
probably
depressing.
UV lights are used for things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
UV lights are
necessarily,
used for fast food restaurants to
yeah,
kill
that's what they,
germs and things. That's what your
yeah,
food sit under.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. So okay.
Because
So
he
just be
said, but
careful, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
different kind of UV light, but yeah, because he said that even for them few seconds, the minute or so, because it's usually like 60 seconds a
Uh-huh.
hand, and then they put another coat, you put another 60 seconds. But yeah, but was it your fingertips or was it the tips of your toes? But he was saying it was something, because I get gel, I was getting gel on my hands and feet.
And this is from Contessa's husband. I need to go look that up.
Yeah, he posted it within the last
It's
week.
not just for Contessa husband. It's in other things because I didn't know Contessa husband did something. Somebody
Oh
sent it to
yeah,
me
that's
from
who I
a
saw it
YouTube.
from. That's who I saw it. It his name Scott Metcalf.
Yeah, Scott
Yeah.
Metcalf. Yeah. Okay, y'all.
But all right, y'all. So
All
I
right,
see y'all
ladies.
We'll
next
see y'all next week.
same close to the time,
Hello.
same bat channel. Bye, y'all.
Okay. Bye, y'all.